Hey everybody, it's the Witcher time! Yay!
Hey, welcome back. We have just found out that something terrible has happened to Priscilla. And we're going to go murderate somebody for that.
It's seemingly specific attack.
Another corpse is turned up.
He
No
did
eyes
say,
in its
yeah,
head,
that
no
like,
heart in its breast.
who's this other person?
I reckon it's... What do you reckon it is?
The other person?
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess it'll be
Stealing
another...
hearts?
Stealing hearts. Well, like, if
I
it's
don't think
about...
it's a human.
I was going to say, if it's about her... Oh,
Throw it out.
the dots are doing...
Dots are bumping around.
But they were like, thought that maybe they attacked her specifically.
Well, it just seems like,
Oh,
Get out of the way,
because
man.
she's a singer, making her drink something caustic.
So it's either random, this person's like a fucking serial killer or something, or they've picked her out. So it'll be like, we'll figure out once we like look at this body if this person is also like a musician or something like
Yeah.
that.
well then. Ready for a stroll through the sewers?
Who are
I
you,
am, my
man?
man.
Ready and intrigued.
You lead.
Oh, sure, man.
Always suspicious.
It is a wee bit, eh?
Sorry guys, I'm eating ice
Preventive
cream.
medicine you practice
I-
in the sewers.
Moted mine
What's
down.
that about?
Think. Sewing up. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Man, when the game interrupts itself,
I hate that.
maybe we should just walk rather than run in this area.
Water hag. No, not. Oh, just like busting my way over there. Didn't really want to.
Nice. Nice.
I'm just gonna quickly see if I can, like, either eat or rest. It's gonna have to be eat then, isn't it? Right?
What's that?
So I was like, I wanted to rest, but I can't, so I guess I'll just eat.
All the bread. Are you still shooting at someone?
That in the distance,
there.
I think.
Creepy. See them?
I do. Come on, man.
Blast it. I kill one, another takes its place.
I know how you feel. Believe me.
Okie dokie.
Where to now? Up?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla. How's it look? Give it to me straight. No sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
I guess she can still write music. Even if she can't sing.
They would be, very,
Take the ladder.
like a great loss to you, though.
Oh, huge. Absolutely huge.
If you couldn't
This is the
express
place.
yourself in the way
Come,
that
the quicker we
you know,
take care of
you
this, the better.
wanted to or needed
Why?
to.
Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well.
Oh.
We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
See, that seems random to me then, unless...
Okay, so we're not supposed to be in here.
No, but also, like, a dwarven woodcarver as opposed to, like, you know?
Looks like necrophage has got to this one. Let's keep looking.
As opposed to,
Human.
Sort of singer.
Wrong body type.
Is there another place? Are all the bodies here?
The dots are sending you kind of around the corner.
Ah, thanks. Quickly steal something.
Yeah, quickly get a herb.
And then just quickly get all the stuffs.
I mean, they just leave it lying around. What do they expect?
Fucking A. Like, here we go.
Lying around in their locked house that you can't get into through the front door.
No. It's just everywhere. Look.
That's a dwarf.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit.
Witcher, man.
Start the autopsy.
Where?
I think the...
Torso? If the heart's
Yeah.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
The scar.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Fuck, I don't know. Get in there.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
They made them drink
Explains why
formaldehyde?
there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Chest wound.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a
Cauterized.
minute, there's something else.
Oh, good squishy sounds.
Is that a
An
bug?
egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
That's some alien shit right there.
Yeah.
Bursting out of their chest.
Cool. I actually want to check everything.
Yeah, same.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was
Oh,
still
good.
alive. when
That's
he-
horrendous.
Yeah.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Oh, that's grim. Prolong the agony.
Why?
This is a friggin' psychopath. I mean, there might be another reason as well.
Yeah.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Yeah, apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor.
So that makes me think, because I work with a bunch of nurses, right? And at lunchtime, like, you're eating and you're eating with nurses, and it's always a gamble. Like,
In terms of the stories they start telling.
because they started talking about sputum, which is like, oh my gosh, and like discarding like buckets of the stuff, and like just, you know, well, not like, but like small like containers of but also like just going into the details of like what dealing with colostomy bags is like, and
Oh
like,
my gosh.
and you're like halfway through eating and you're like, yeah, I could do without this. It's like always a gamble. And then there was like, I think I told you one of the farting stories once, but it's not my story, but yeah, it's just like assisting people when they can't fart to like go at it. So
Just opening the window and...
opening the window and letting it pass. So there's always some good stories there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
I guess we're going to...
I guess we'll see.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Cool. All right. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
I don't feel like there's a connection between Priscilla and this guy. Well, at least not that we know of.
I mean, the connection is the burning in the throat.
No, what I mean is in choice of victims.
Oh, right.
So I guess like
Punishment doesn't seem right, does it?
no, I guess that's what I'm saying. Is like I don't understand how the person is choosing victims other than random. So
Yeah.
I'd either say like
The
no
egg
motive.
seems like a real... It could be like a total red herring, or it could be a clue. Like, it made me think of like a creature that's like laid its eggs in something, and then they've hatched and like burst out of its chest.
Yes, very alien. Yes.
But it doesn't make sense why they would put like hot... I think it's a ritual thing. They're like hot coals in the eyes. Mm. But then why did they not finish, I guess, with Priscilla?
Interrupted potentially. I guess like to me it looks like, you know, you see all those terrible stories of serial killers and they have like a way of doing things.
They have a pathology.
Yeah, and that's to me kind of what this like. It's just a serial killer doing their business in a really horrific way.
Maybe.
Let's say this one though,
Yeah, I don't know.
because they'll correct us if we're
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
I just realised that Geralt's hair and
On the wind.
he's just like a Pantene ad all the time. He's got like a personal
Personal Pantene.
like make my hair blow dramatically in the wind. Nobody else's hair is blowing around.
He's like a slow motion.
And he's inside.
I take it. I'm going to go with this one.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
I mean,
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Vampire.
yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't look like he's...
Could have taught the other guy, right?
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why do you cover for
stole the
us?
stuff
I was
first.
covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Isn't that name pronounced Joaquin rather than
You're welcome.
Joaquin?
Don't know. We should Google it.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel, a rogue, like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
This is the
True
priest.
in
you're
his
talking
case
about,
as
right?
well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer, delighted especially in torturing women.
Let's kill him.
Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job.
Have you seen how this guy has this cool, like, little candle attached to his clothing? He's got a little, like, hutch with a candle in it.
Let's have a look.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's
cool.
just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
Just talking in
As
front of
do
the
I.
fucking guard.
At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
That was unnecessarily menacing, Geralt.
It was a bit weird, eh? Okay.
Investigate the alley where Priscilla was attacked. Examine the place where the woodcover died, or find the corpse collector. You can do them in any order you like, I suspect.
Oh, well, I'm just gone for this.
Oh, there's
why
one
not?
right in front of you.
Oh, Lydica.
What happened here?
Monsters must have last even tide saw her go into the well.
Is this just
Waved to me.
maybe
You,
you?
Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
There's corpses all around you, man.
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art. One of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One wench so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one.
That's very suspicious.
Shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
Fuck.
What the heck?
You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets, made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
I'm gonna do that one.
Yeah.
Talk. What did you find on him?
I had your wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
I'm gonna hit him.
Sure.
Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
It was for our
For
friend.
everything.
Okay.
He deserved it.
I think so.
Might not have deserved to be murdered, but he did deserve to be punched.
I didn't murder him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, good. It's like, he's lying
We
there, but I
can't
don't think
solve
he's dead.
all our problems with murdering people, you know, so I just was saying, you know, like, I'm glad we didn't kill him, but I'm glad we punched him.
Yeah.
Arms for the poor.
Yeah, you're right. He didn't deserve to be murdered.
Yay, Witcher. Been a bit when suddenly up he pops and
Alrighty. This is good. Investigate the alley where Priscilla was attacked using...
Bet Whistling Wendy will know something.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Well, not. Alright then.
A brazier. This time of year?
Grab him!
Sis,
Oh!
that him.
How am I to know?
Oh, it's not letting me fucking shoot people. Like, it's not letting me,
Yeah. It's bullshit, eh?
I hate it. I hate it. It's like they got mad at me for, like,
Burning people to death all the time.
I know. I feel like they deserved it. Oh, I haven't rested. I might die here.
You'll be alright, just take it slow. Or do a thing that I do and just spam the shit out of it.
There's 3 of them, though, so...
Yeah, it's tricky when they're kind of closing in around you.
Fucking come on! So come on.
Okay, there's one out.
That's it, you're in for it.
Fuck off, man.
Eye for an eye!
Okay.
Think you'll get me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back.
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
I love the Welsh accent so much.
Yeah. But they're picking their victims.
Yeah.
Most of them are people that...
I reckon it's that fucking priest.
Yeah, I'd say you're
Because
right.
he used to be a torturer, right?
Yes.
And
The one
then
who...
he's covering it up.
The one who busted in and was like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Be careful.
Oh,
You should sleep.
the head's ringing.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Just for like half, you know. That's long enough.
Yeah. Once again, sun up at 4 a.m.
Sometimes it is.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde. Human. Priscilla's. Man's footprint. The murderer's, maybe. Weight on his heel. Took a step back.
There's something there. More steps.
Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way. Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
Concerned Citizen's Sermon. Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shape-shifting Dopplers can hide from its light, not even witches and sorceresses, so adept at fooling the common folk, not the loose women who walk the street and fog men's mind with their charms. Abandon then, the treacherous and immoral magic arcane. Cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose you all monsters and sinners, or else burn you too in its flames. Concerned citizen, you're totally right.
Can you look up and see how high the wall is? So if it is that priest, he's not human.
Or, I don't know,
Or
there was like another way out.
the guards didn't try to arrest him.
No. Okay.
No problem.
Let's go to the
I
next
suppose we're
place.
glad that we didn't kill those guys because they were just doing a good deed.
Yeah, I'm pleased about that now. But
At the time, it was like, bullshit, let me pull my sword.
let me slice people's throats. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Let me slice people's throats.
Like, is it too much to ask?
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you.
Oh
Been
my
another
gosh.
victim.
Trap.
Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Can we just
Rest.
go investigate that last thing first?
Yes, I do want to, which is just here.
More clues, more clues.
Close, more close. Can I even get it? Is it this way? Can I get in this way? Is that it? No.
How do we get around there? Oh, you have to go around the outside and come around.
Well, well, another freak.
Maybe
Like-
it's there.
Like, no.
Well,
If you
because I was
go
thinking
around
that's
this
the
whole
door.
building. If you're around this whole building.
Double chase.
No, keep going around. And go through.
Trouble?
And then turn. Now turn. Yeah.
Nice.
Huh.
No, I think
That was open before.
Huh.
We jumped through there the other day.
I think I could see the door.
What a killer.
Maybe. I'm gonna try it.
That door was definitely open before because we ran through there during a quest.
Just like busted through.
Yeah.
I think it's up there.
Arms for the poor?
Ah, how the heck?
Sick. Sick of it all.
Got the roll happening.
Need to overwrite Shape's fate.
Is that locked too?
Anyone home?
Just start like
Begone,
bashing on
or I'll
him.
sick me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Hey. Oh, I'm not gonna
Yeah, I'm
berate
not
his
gonna insult
dogs.
his dogs.
So
They're
who
doing a
might
good
you
job.
be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
Whoa, big dogs.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I
Feel
tell
like-
you about Fabian?
They've got away with murdering people for so long that they're becoming emboldened and just like picking more and more people.
Yeah, picking people who will be missed, right?
Yeah.
Because like that's what people were saying, like, oh, like beggars and street workers and stuff have been taken, but then this guy was like someone who people were like, he's got a brother and owned a business. And
Yeah.
Priscilla's like a well-known Strobritz. As you say, I think they're getting emboldened and they're just like, I can do what I want. There'll be no consequences.
And these are like, even though these people will be missed, we've picked people that we think the Eternal Flame won't care about.
Yeah.
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, he were a good dwarf, a craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Tell me what you know
Succubus,
about the
maybe?
murder. In order. In detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke
what
wasn't
hag
coming from
then?
Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Why did they burn the sculptures?
But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad,
The hell's
folk
happening
give
with the light
bleeding
there?
orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
The light?
Yeah, it's creepy, eh?
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Okay.
So yeah, why did people burn their shit just because someone was murdered? Like that. What do those things have to do with any
Bloodstains.
Yeah.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Like this pie.
Statues
thing.
of the old gods. Nothing
That's
but
why.
women. Shapely ones.
That's why.
Statues of the old gods. Someone dragged something across the floor. Shapely ones. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
So instead of like cutting it off, it just talks over it.
He's just saying two
I'm-
things at the same time.
I actually
Mind if
prefer
I
that.
go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Thanks.
I don't trust this other guy who's like asking us back to his
No.
morgue.
That, seeing as there's a clue behind you apparently.
I'm gonna go to that.
Same sermon.
Different sermon.
Different sermon. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames. Fire can prepare our nourishment. Fire can drive off the horrors of the dark. Yet fire can also scorch, burn, and incinerate. That is why we must live in harmony with the eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you will reap the consequences of your deeds. So, this person was targeted because they worshipped old gods.
Presumably.
Priscilla was targeted because she wasn't modest?
Some sort of shitty thing like that, yeah.
More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind.
Huh.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Interesting.
We've checked that scent though, eh?
Formaldehyde. Doubt
This is
Fabian
two
used
different
it.
clues, like the floor and the...
Formaldehyde.
No, whatever.
Doubt Fabian used it.
Oop. Make sure you look at it in exactly the right way as that fucking door the other day.
Humanoid. Completely rotten.
Ooh.
Right, okay. So other than the smell, is there anything else to examine? I don't want to loot this place with the guy watching.
Yeah, it seems a bit
Rude.
unnecessary. Like, let's just steal all the stuff your brother was killed.
I don't think, hang on, let's just see if I can look around and see if that changes.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, whatever.
Alright, I'm going to talk to this guy and then... Nope, alright. Thanks, friend. Now it's to go talk with the
Okay.
coroner. I'm not sure about that whole thing.
I mean, I guess we have to go there, but save it before you go in.
I will. I also think he's probably going to, like, grill us about what we know, you know? See if we're onto him.
How do you go with this thing?
Although
I
it's
don't
the
think
coroner.
it's the coroner. I think,
No,
yeah.
I think that potentially he's luring us there for what's his face.
Well, I suspect the coroner's not the one who's led us there at all. It's the priest.
Yeah,
Because he sent someone from the Eternal Fire to come and
that's
talk
right.
to us.
Come to the coroner's.
Yours.
There we go.
What's your truck?
It's a drop.
Welcome, Master Witcher.
Yeah, it's totally a trap. We're doing it anyway. Yeah, that's...
Geralt, right?
Oh.
Glad you're here.
Oh.
Held off on the autopsy till you arrived.
Okay,
Nice of
actually
you,
helping
especially
us.
given you didn't seem pleased about my previous visit.
Because you came unannounced and in unfortunate company. I also had Reverend Nathaniel to contend with. Our spiritual caretaker has left the city on some important matter. And I know who you are, what drives you. I'm more than happy to aid your investigation.
Great.
That's that one.
By the way, you and Von Gratz don't exactly get along. Why is that?
I had him sent to prison.
Oh.
You see, Joachim led the student protests in 1242, a senseless and brutal revolt. People were dying, Witcher. Those who rejected liberty, equality, and fraternity would be found in the gutter come
Like
morning.
French Revolution.
Their throats slit from ear to ear with surgical precision. Joachim had been my favorite student, but alas, I had to do something. So I reported him. Then I left the university and found work in the morgue, where none care about my past. Whereas Joachim, oh, fate's ironies. Years later, he was appointed head of the very ward I had founded.
Yeah, I want to ask that.
How old's Von Gratz? 50? 60?
53, I believe. Why do you ask?
You look a little young to have been his teacher.
Not surprising. For years, I've lived in the cold and dark, breathing the vapors of embalming fluids.
That's not how that works.
In short, working with corpses extends one's life.
That's not how that works.
Amusing, is it not?
And Von Gratz, like, he's a hard 53. Man, he looks like he's 70.
I mean, middle ages. People age pretty hard,
I guess so. Anyway, I'm
potentially.
just going to ask...
Ask all the things.
Who's the victim this time?
Joris Aquinas, a lecturer in theology at Oxenfurt
Yeah,
Academy.
he's getting more reckless.
Found this morning at his home on a catafalque made of his books.
Any titles in particular?
It seems all the tomes dealt with the eternal fire. Treatises critical of the faith's doctrines.
Yeah, mortal sin in Novigrad.
If we look at the body again, it's called, isn't it called lividity when the blood sinks when you die, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they're showing lividity on, so it's just a
Wow, that's
nice
pretty
detail.
advanced.
It's like splotchy on the bottom half where they've been laying. So just have a look, see if I'm right. I thought that's what I saw.
Not fond of Nathaniel?
Very few people are.
Oh, yeah.
He's cruel and capricious. He stormed in here once, grabbed a scalpel I was sterilizing over a burner, sliced my back with
What
it
the
to
heck?
the bone, because I had forgotten to lock the storeroom. Hard to be fond of someone like that, wouldn't you agree?
And yet he's fine.
Let's start.
Gladly. The wounds conform to the killer's modus operandi. The victim was bound and forced to drink formaldehyde. Next, the killer removed the eyes, placed burning coals in the sockets, then opened the rib cage and... What's this? A parchment. Made of human skin.
A message from the murderer. The name of his next victim. Patricia Vegelbud.
Do you know her?
Yes. Even went to her estate once with... Gotta find her, now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I think we're going to have to do that on the
This
next
is so
episode,
intense.
though.
Yes, definitely.
Hang on, I'm going to read that, though.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to save it
Stressful.
there. And that's kind of where we have to leave it. But I think we're going to, in the next episode, join us because we're going to motor straight over there and check on Patricia because the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
All right. So thanks
What
for joining.
does she do? I guess she's in charge of that horse racing thing.
Yeah,
which might
maybe
be-
it's like some like unseemly activity. Don't know. Join us next time, though. We'll catch you then.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.